The moment your life starts going really well, something in you quietly pulls the plug. Not because you are broken, because your brain is protecting itself from something it learned to fear a long time ago. And by the end, you will understand exactly why. Think about the last time something genuinely good was happening for you. A relationship getting deeper, work finally clicking, real momentum on a goal you had chased for years. And then, slowly, you stopped. You started picking fights, you missed the thing that was working, you created a problem where there was not one. Most people chalk that up to laziness or fear of failure, but that is not what is happening. What is happening is one of the most fascinating and honestly heartbreaking patterns in all of psychology, and it does not happen to broken people. It happens to people who have not yet learned to feel safe when things go right. That pattern has a name. Psychologist Gay Hendricks called it the upper limit problem, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Here is how the upper limit actually works. Think of your emotional life like a thermostat. Your nervous system has been calibrated since childhood to a specific set point, a range of happiness and success that feels normal and safe to you. When you go below it, you feel the pull to fix something. But when you go above it, something strange happens. Your brain gets uncomfortable, and it starts looking for ways to regulate you back down. Not because it wants you to fail, but because what is familiar feels safe, even when it is keeping you small. Research on self-worth from the University of Rochester suggests that people who tie their value to struggle and effort tend to experience positive outcomes as more destabilizing than those with secure, unconditional self-worth. The really striking part is that the disruption is not random. It clusters around the exact area of life that is improving. Career wins get disrupted by career behavior. Relationship growth gets disrupted by relationship behavior. Your brain is not attacking you randomly. It is running a very specific program. Picture a thermostat on a wall. Every time the temperature rises too high, it kicks in and cools things down. Your nervous system does exactly that with positive emotion. When life exceeds your internal set point for how much good you are allowed to have, it triggers a cooling mechanism. The chaos, the picked fights, the missed appointments, that is all the cooling system doing its job. The sabotage is the cooling. In his book, The Big Leap, Gay Hendricks describes it like this. Each of us has an inner thermostat setting that determines how much love, success, and creativity we allow ourselves to enjoy. When we exceed our inner thermostat setting, we will often do something to sabotage ourselves, dropping back into the old familiar zone where we feel secure. And here's the part most people miss completely. The sabotage is not the problem. It is the solution. A solution to a feeling your brain cannot yet tolerate. But here is what most people get wrong. We talk constantly about fear of failure. And yes, that is real. But for a huge number of people, the deeper fear is something else entirely. It is the fear that success will change who you are. Fear of failure is about what might happen in the future. Fear of success is about your identity, right now. And your brain will fight much harder to protect who you believe yourself to be than to protect you from any future outcome. Think about this. If you have spent your whole life seeing yourself as the person who almost makes it, the one who tries hard but never quite gets there, then success is not just a good outcome. It is a threat to your entire self-concept. If you actually succeed, who are you now? What do people expect from you going forward? Your brain finds that ambiguity genuinely terrifying, so it removes the ambiguity. It brings you back to the story that feels true.
Carol Dweck's research at Stanford on mindset and identity shows that people who hold fixed views of themselves tend to filter out information that challenges their self-image, even when that information is positive. If your identity is built around being someone who struggles, then thriving feels like a contradiction, and your brain is highly motivated to resolve contradictions. These limits usually form early. You absorbed messages about what people like you deserve. Maybe success in your family meant leaving people behind. Maybe being happy meant being naive or ungrateful. Maybe being loved meant being needed, and being needed meant struggling. Maybe high achievement attracted resentment, not celebration. You did not choose those beliefs, but they are running quietly in the background of every decision you make. So the next time you catch yourself creating chaos right after a win, ask yourself this one question: whose story am I protecting right now?
So, what do you actually do about this? The first step is learning to notice the pattern in real time, not just after the damage is done. Start paying attention to what happens in the 48 hours after something goes well. Not looking to judge yourself, just watching. Most people have never looked at their own behavior this closely, and when they do, the timing becomes obvious almost immediately. Once you can see it, ask one question. Not, what would I gain if this kept going, but what would I have to give up about myself? That question cuts through faster than almost anything else. It points directly at the identity underneath the behavior. And then, slowly and deliberately, you start expanding your tolerance for good things happening. Not through willpower, through small, repeated choices to stay instead of flee. Each time you catch the upper limit pattern and choose differently, you stretch that internal thermostat just a little more. Gay Hendricks describes this as learning to occupy more space in your own life. You're not trying to eliminate the instinct, you are giving it a new job. Instead of pulling you back to familiar ground, your nervous system starts to recognize that the new ground is safe too. That takes time, but every single repetition counts. Remember what I said at the start. The moment things go well, something in you pulls the plug. Now you know what that something is. It is not weakness. It is a protection system that learned its job too well in a world that no longer exists. The brain that kept you safe by staying small needs a new job description now. And the most radical thing you can do is not want it harder or work harder. It is to decide, slowly and deliberately, that you are allowed to stay. If this resonated, the video on why you feel like a fraud even when you're succeeding goes even deeper into this territory. Subscribe if you want more psychology that actually helps you understand yourself.